Well, good evening, ladies, and welcome to the call. This is Felita Daniely, Direct Sales Leader with New Avon, LLC. I am excited that you took time out of your schedule tonight to join me on this call. I want to welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. And I see we've got Alicia, we've got Kristen, we've got Deborah, we've got Sandy. Let's see what else we've got on here. Let's see. We got Alicia, we got Sandy, we got Brenda, we got Deborah, we got Kristen, and we got Miss Nadine. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, good evening. How y'all doing tonight?
Good, great.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started tonight because I've got quite a bit of information that I want to share with you tonight. Okay. So on tonight's training call, we're going to talk about how to find targeted customers. How to find targeted customers. Now, I think the biggest challenge that most representatives have in the business is we have a brochure that's chock full of products. And many times when we get the brochure, we are totally overwhelmed. I remember many years ago when I was with another direct sales company, and the brand was a much high end, it was a much more expensive brand of products, not necessarily to say that the products were better, it was just that the products were a lot more expensive. And in order for you to be able to sell a product at that price point, you had to be knowledgeable and understand and know your products. You had to basically become a product expert. Because if you were selling an average cream that sold for $50, you could not just go out and talk to just a typical person and try to sell that product. You just could not do that. You had to position yourself in the marketplace as a product expert. And so that's why I really wanted to do this training on how to find targeted customers, to sort of help you sort of find your niche. Okay, because everybody generally has a niche in what they sell. Like for me right now, my niche in the business is jewelry. I sell a lot of jewelry, and that's because I wear all of the jewelry. You know, every time you see me, I've got on some of Avon's jewelry, and a lot of my jewelry, I've had it for many years. So you have to find what your niche is, and whatever that niche is, you need to position yourself in the marketplace as a top professional. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this PowerPoint here. Now, you might be asking yourself, what exactly is a target market? Well, target marketing involves breaking a market into segments and then concentrating your marketing efforts on one or a few key segments consisting of the customers whose needs and desires most closely match your product or service offerings. It can be the key to attracting new business or increase sales in one category. So that's exactly what target marketing is about. So for example, you know, we have a category, we have a skincare category, we have a health and wellness category, we have a fashion and accessories category, we have a beauty products, and we also have self-care products. Now, when it comes to beauty products, you could pretty much say that's pretty much cosmetics and makeup. And self-care would be your products like your bath oils, your shower gels, your bubble bath. Those would be your self-care products. So you have to figure out what it is that you are more passionate about and what you feel more comfortable with selling, instead of trying to say, well, I'm going to get, my goal is to get $200 in sales. Well, in today's marketplace, you can't just say you're going to get $200 in sales. if you are new to the industry. You've got to learn your products. You've got to know your products, and you've got to know what you're talking about when you're getting out there. You got to be able to exchange information and share and be able to provide value to the marketplace in order to be able to reach different sales levels. Now, let's go ahead and dive into this training. Now, step one, the first thing you need to do when it comes to finding targeted customers is to decide or to choose what category that you're going to focus your energy on. Okay, so you want to choose the products based on current specials. Like, say for instance, in campaign 8, let's say in the skincare category, a new platinum night cream is currently on special for $21.99. That may be one particular product that you want to choose. Or it could be the Clear Skin, the 3-step acne treatment system. It's $19.99. So with that particular system there, you already pretty much know what or who your target market is going to be selling an acne system. Okay, so you already know who that target market is going to be. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about it even more and expound upon it even more. Okay, so you're going to choose the product based on your current specials that you have going on right now. The next thing you want to do is brand yourself. Brand yourself and not the company. You are an independent sales representative. You do not work for the company. Okay, so you want to brand yourself as your name, Beauty Boss. Okay, so you want to brand yourself and not the company. Again, people buy from people, not necessarily companies. People buy from people who they know, who they like, and who they trust. So it's important for you to brand yourself and not brand the company. Avon has built a huge brand name. You have to brand yourself in the marketplace as a professional so that people know you for what you do and not per se necessarily say the company name, in other words. Okay, the next thing you want to do is become a problem solver. Okay, you want to become a problem solver by asking yourself, number one, who can I help and what problems can I solve? Who can I help and what problems can I solve? The next thing you want to do is make sure that you schedule time on your calendar to be social. Okay, schedule time on your calendar to be social. You want to be friendly. You want to participate in groups. You want to go into the groups and you want to like other people's posts and you want to comment on other people's posts. And what this does is that it's giving you exposure. People are beginning to know you. They are becoming to like you. They are becoming to trust you. So when you come to them, it's not a hard, cold sale. You have more of a warm market because you've warmed these people up just by participating, actively participating. So if you're going to use social media, make sure you use social media to your advantage. Don't just log in just to be looking at what's going on social media. Go in every day with a purpose. Your purpose is, number one, to be social. Number two, to join some communities, some groups, so that you can get to know these people and continue to grow your friend base and to grow your customer base. That's your ultimate goal when it comes to participating and participating in social media. Step two is to do your homework. Do your homework. Choose the products that you will promote. Okay, I generally say try not to do no more than 3 within a week. Okay, if you're doing skincare, try not to do any more than 3 within a week because we can only retain so much information and we don't want to overwhelm our minds and our thought processes because we're carrying so much information. So depending on who you are and how much information you can actually retain, that's up to you. But I would say choose definitely 1, 2 if you can, but definitely no more than 3. Okay. The next thing you want to do is research the product and educate yourself on the benefits of using the product. So you want to find out who would use that product, what the product is actually used for, why you want to use the product, when you should use the product, how the product is used, and you want to also get some product testimonials. Okay, now you can find a lot of the product testimonials just by going online to avon.com. A lot of customers will leave feedback on avon.com. So you want to make sure that whatever product that you're marketing, check those testimonials to see exactly what customers are talking about and what they're saying about that product. Okay, so if it's a product that is getting a lot of bad ratings, maybe that's one product you may not want to target for the campaign. Maybe you want to wait until the ratings go up a little bit higher. You also want to check Amazon. I was on Amazon today. I'm still surprised that there's still a lot of products being sold on Amazon. Amazon had, actually, it looked like Amazon had more reviews on this one particular product of ours than Avon.com. Now that just totally blew me away. Totally blew me away. Okay. And then when you are on these, sites and you're getting these testimonials, you want to make sure that you copy and paste some of those testimonials, and not necessarily all of the information, but you want to make sure that you pick up on the most important points that people are saying so that you can have information to use when you're promoting your product. So you'll be using that information for your ad copy when you are using or basically promoting the product online. And then that way, once you have researched and you have educated yourself, you can position yourself in the marketplace as an expert. Okay, so step 3, you want to locate and download the photos or the images of the products that you plan to promote. And you want to save it to your device for marketing purposes. You can always use the static link. The static link will always, you can always easily go and find any product that you are using. And remember, when it comes to the static link, what you want to do is go to www.youravon.com/rep suite/static/catalog/2018, and whatever campaign it is that you are using at that particular time. Okay.
Can you say that again?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Can you say that www again?
Okay, it's listed right here. Can you not see it? The call is actually being recorded, so you'll be able to catch the recording, and I'll also post the link below the video once it's finished recording.
Okay, because I don't see what you just said.
Okay, all right, so the static link is https://
That's a lot of static.
Yeah. www.youravon.com / capital REP, capital S, and then lowercase UITE. So that's Rep Suite / and then static STATIC / catalog /2018 / now this is where you'll indicate what campaign you want to use. If you want to go and get the information on campaign 8, then you have to make sure 08 is indicated in this area right here. If you want to use campaign 7, you want to make sure campaign 7 is indicated right there. Okay, so that's all you have to do every campaign to change that. So 08 or either 07, whichever campaign you're currently on, then another / EN, and then another /. Now this information right here just tells you that it's on page 1. Okay, but I will also leave a link for you to be able to get that information. Okay, so always use that static brochure link because it's easier for you to download your photos or your images by using that static link. So let me show you just how easy it is. So let's say, for instance, I want to go into the bath and body section. Okay, so I want to promote, let's see what I want to promote. I'm going to just say, I'll use one of those here. Okay, let's just say this oil right here, the oil infused foaming body wash. So all you have to do is right click on click on the product. It'll open itself up. This one photo will appear. Okay, all you have to do is right click on the image itself, move it down to save image as, and then you want to give it a name. So this is Skin So Soft Oil Infused Body Wash. Okay, and then you just save that. Okay, so any images that you want to use, this is where you'll find them right here. Or you can log into your social media in the back office and go into the social media area there, and you can use some information there. Okay, so that's how you'll locate all of your images. Okay, now I would also suggest that you create some type of informational flyer for offline marketing as well. Now, those flyers, you can either just copy the image, just take it to the copy center or something, or if you've got extra brochures, it's up to you. But if you really want to get a lot of those flyers out and you really want to just focus on that one particular product, then I would say just copy whatever is in the book, take it to the copy center and just use those as copies and use that as a promotion. But there's also a website that you can use to create simple flyers, and it's called Canva. And all you have to do is go to www.canva.com. Canva is absolutely free to use the basic service. You can use that to, go in, and then also on your phone has a lot of apps in which you can use to go in and type in text and put other different images you can add. There's a lot of different apps out there, so you can actually search for those particular apps by going into your Google Play Store or either your iTunes Store if you have an iPhone. Okay, so you want to also set a goal to sell a targeted number of those products each campaign. And then you also want to make sure that you're hanging out in the places where your target market congregate. Okay, so we are going to use, for example, in this particular training here, we're going to use, for example, the Avon Clinical Eye Lift Pro. Okay, the Avon Clinical Eye Lift Pro is currently being promoted and advertised in magazines. Avon has spent quite a bit of money for advertising this particular product. So right now, this will be the ideal product to market online. Okay, so we're going to be using this product as an example, as we have decided this is one of the products we're going to use for this promotion. So who should actually use this product? Okay, people who have droopy eyelids, okay, or eyelids that need to be lifted, people who have crow's feet, and if they have sensitive eyes, and if they have bags under their eyes, and if they have dark circles. So now when you are out talking to people, it will bam, click in your mind. You can say, I got the product just for you. When you see someone that you know, and you know them personally, you don't want to offend somebody who you don't know. But for someone that you do know, if you see them with these problem areas in the eyes. If they've got droopy eyelids and they look, you know, look like they're real sleepy. I look like I'm sleepy a lot of times, but that's because my eyes are so small. But if you see someone with the droopy eyelids and they've got, and it just looks like they need a lift to kind of give them a little bit more vibrancy in their face, that will be the person you want to talk to about this product. Someone who has crow's feet. Crow's feet would be those little lines that appear right here on the side of your on your eyes. So when you squinch like this, you'll see the crow's feet right in there. Okay. And then some people may say, I'm sensitive. I can't use Avon products. This is one product that you can use, people who have sensitive skin. I did a lot of research on this product today, and I was amazed at the number of people who were really giving this product great reviews, who were saying that they have extremely sensitive skin and they've been able to use this product because it has not interfered, it has not irritated their skin or anything. And so when you see people with bags under their eyes, or if you see someone who says, well, you know, well, Susan, I got some bags under my eyes, what product do you have for that? This would be the product that you would recommend. Or if she has some dark circles under her eyes, this would be the product that you would recommend to that customer. So now that you have studied your product, when you start seeing people, you'll start paying attention to these problem areas and on their face. So it'll kind of start ringing a bell to you. Now, what exactly does this product does? Well, number one, it visibly tightens skin around the eyes. Okay, eyes feel tighter, and the under eye shadows are visibly reduced. It makes the eyelids feel weightless and younger. It keeps the eyes looking wide awake. So if you want that, if you want that bright look on your face, this is the product for you. Okay. It also reduces the appearance of crow's feet and the look of eyelid sagging. It also reshapes and contours the eye area. And it is hypoallergenic, and it's suitable for people with sensitive skin, allergies. It's dermatologist and ophthalmologist tested.
Did not know that.
So now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Okay? So now you know exactly what product to recommend to those customers. Now, when do you use this product? Okay, you use this product after cleansing your skin. Okay? It should be step 2 in your skincare regimen. Okay, so if you're going to use a serum, like some people use that vitamin C serum, you want to use this product after the serum. Okay, I personally would not use the serum in my eye area, but some people do. But you know, if you're not using a serum, this would be step number 2. But if you are using a serum, it would be step number 3. And you want to make sure that it's used before you use a new moisturizer. Okay, so that's when you're supposed to use it. Okay, now the next question is, how do you use it? Okay, you use it twice a day. You want to use it in the morning. You want to use it at night before you go to bed. Okay, you want to apply the gel to the eyelid and the brow area. And you want to apply the cream to the under eye area, right up under here. So the cream goes up under here, and the gel goes right up over your eyelid and eyebrow bone area, right in here. Okay, so you also want to use it including the upper cheekbone area. So right up in here in your upper cheekbone, right up in here. Okay, you can use it in that area as well. Okay, see, product education is everything. And when you can position yourself, you know what you're talking about. People wouldn't have a problem buying from you because you've educated yourself and you know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so we've talked about what the product is. We talked about how you use it. We talked about when you use it. Now we want to talk about where do you find targeted customers, okay? So generally, people with these issues, they're generally going to be more than likely in the 40 plus age bracket. Now, there are maybe some younger, because nowadays some of these younger women, they looking older than the, the 40s and the 50s and the 60-year-olds. So don't exclude them, because hey, they can use it. Because I can tell you this, people who smoke, chances are they may be seeing a lot of signs of aging because of the nicotine that they've been exposing their skin to. So people who smoke, they tend to age much faster. So I would say, from my research, it says women ages 40 plus, okay? Also for men and women showing signs of aging. So don't exclude your men. There are some men out there want to still look good too. Okay, so they want to keep it good, looking good too. Okay, so don't exclude your men. Okay, so you want to find these targeted customers. You want to look in groups. Again, as I mentioned earlier, be social. Join these groups. Start liking and commenting and showing yourself in the space. If you lived in a community and you never had an opportunity to go out and introduce yourself to customers, and all of a sudden you're selling a product, then you're going out trying to sell somebody a product, chances are they're not going to be interested in buying from you. You know why? Because you didn't show yourself friendly. You did not show up in the community. And because they have made a connection with you, people will buy from you just because they like you.
Yeah.
I've had some people to tell me, you know what, I don't even use Avon, but because I like you, Felita, and because you such good people, girl, you got me spending all my money. And I'm like, thank you. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so you got to show yourself friendly. Okay, use social media for what it is. Use it for what it is. Okay, so post in groups that are targeted to women with an interest in skincare and beauty products. And just basically, you want to join just groups with women. Okay, so again, you want to do like a search for, like, type in the word women and see what type of groups will show up with the word women. And you'll be surprised at all different groups that are available out there that you can join and you can be a part of. Also, you can find many customers at networking events. So you can find many of your networking events through Eventbrite. You can go to Eventbrite or just type in and Google networking events in my area and go there and just network with people and just start getting your name out there just by talking to people. You got people right there in your church. You see women in your church, they like to come to church looking good. So that's a market for you as well. Women in hair and nail salons. Those are women who believe in taking care of themselves. So this is where you're going to find these particular customers. Retail stores, women who like to go shopping for clothing. So you want to hang out maybe in some clothing stores. Hang out in, if you're a mall type person, then you want to hang out in some of the clothing stores and just kind of go in those stores and start talking to some of the women in there. And believe it or not, a lot of the people who actually work there would be possibly interested in your products as well. Okay. Now, another way that you'll basically start to attract customers to you is through using the hashtags. So you have to know specific hashtags to use when you are marketing your products. So since we used this, we used the clinical iLift Pro, the hashtags that you're going to use would be like skincare, anti-aging, problem skin, sagging skin, crow's feet, everything. When you look at the problem, those are going to be the hashtags that you're going to use. So you can use a hashtag eyelids, sensitive skin, upper eyelid, dark circles, eye lift. Okay, those are all pretty much all you. There's plenty more that you can actually use. Like, let me type in. Let's see. Hashtags. All you're doing is just Googling hashtags for eye product, and let's see what comes up. Okay, so we're looking at hashtags on Twitter, Facebook. Okay, so of course you want to make sure you use your name, make sure you use a new, because you always want to use the product name. So I don't see anything on here that would be sufficient. So I'm going to say hashtags for a new clinical eye lift. And let's see what comes up. Let's see here. Okay, so of course, you know, you want to use eye lift. We had already talked about that. Let me see. Let me go here and see if there's anything here. But Google has everything that you need. Okay, so see here, she used eye lift. You really kind of want to limit it to about 4, maybe 4, no more than 5 hashtags. But 3 to 4 would be plenty enough hashtags to use. So you don't want to just kind of overdo it. I was on a training video the other day about using Instagram, and Instagram has changed their algorithms as well. So if you're the type of person who uses a lot of hashtags on Instagram, then of course you're not going to get as much exposure. So you really kind of want to keep it at a limit to maybe no more than 4 or 5 hashtags to kind of stay within the social platform rules, so that you can make sure that you're in alignment and you can get some exposure. Okay, so that's how you find targeted customers. That's exactly how you find targeted customers. Again, you want to make sure that you are educating yourself on your products. You don't want to be the representative that, you know, when a customer asks you for something and she asks you about you know, or she basically tells you about a problem that she's experiencing and you don't know the answer to it. If you are an Avon representative, you need to know your products. And if you don't know all of them, you need to make sure you're studying at least 2 a week so that you can become familiar with your products and know what they do. Because again, if your customer picked up the phone and they called you and asked you or told you that they were having a specific problem, you need to be able to help that customer. Never tell that customer, I don't know. Because if you tell the customer, I don't know, she's going to look at you like, well, what you selling Avon for if you don't know? So if you don't know, don't tell her that. Just say, let me check on that for you and I'll get back to you. That's a better way to make yourself, you know, sound a little bit more knowledgeable. You never want to tell a customer you don't know. Okay, so you always want to make sure that you tell her, let me check on that for you and I'll get back with you shortly with some information. And make sure you get back with her. Be a person of your word.
Belita.
Yes, ma'am.
Since you said that, this is Deborah.
Hey, Deborah.
I had a customer ask me today about the body butter, that Planet Spa, and she's real sensitive, so she wanted to know, does it have like, is it perfuming? Because she can't deal with a lot of smells.
Okay, so this
I told her I would get back with her.
Right. So what you'll do in that case, you want to make sure that you check the ingredients. Okay. So you want to check the ingredients. So you can go to avon.com and you want to, let me see, let me let this pull up real quick here.
Because when I go to avon.com, I get lost. I can't find any product like information. I know I'm not looking probably in the right place, but I don't know where to look.
Okay, so you need to familiarize yourself with the website.
True.
Okay, all right. So, like you can shop categories right here. Okay, where it says shop categories over here on the left side. So if you're looking for makeup, skincare, bath and body, fragrance, jewelry, fashion, mark, home, men, health and wellness, sale in the outlet. So we're going to go to bath and body. Since you said she was looking for, she wanted to know about, what was the name of the product again?
It's the body butter. It's the Planet Spa body butter.
Okay.
Number 058840.
Okay, let me see if I can find that in here. I don't know if we could, let me see here. 05 what now?
8840.
I don't know if we can search it like this on here. I don't believe I'll be able to. Let me see if it'll do anything. Because some, you know, with my, I'm on a different campaign. Let's see here. Nah, it didn't bring it up. It brought something else up. Okay, let me type in Planet Spa. Let's see what comes up.
I think they have it in the product recognizer. Yeah, they do.
In the who?
I think it's in, this is Sandy. I think it's on YourAvon.com. I don't know if they changed. I know they used to have a place where you can go for a product reference. They used to be on YourAvon.com. I think they still have it, but where it at, I do not know. But I do know it's
right here. Planet Spa Perfectly Purifying Body Butter.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go here and let's check out and see what the ingredients are. And of course, it all depends on what the actual product is, because this one has the one with the dead sea minerals in it. So I think you said she wanted the one with shea butter, right?
I'm guessing it's brown.
Okay. Okay, so when you go to the product, when you search it on your Avon.com, if you look right here, it says description right here.
Well, we can't see what you see.
You can't?
No.
We got Q&A.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. Thank you for telling me, because I'm just moving and
you telling us you see it. I'm like, okay, no, we don't see.
Okay, now can you see it? Okay.
All right. So one with the brown. That's the other one. But I think she asked me about that one too. So she was just wondering, is it her question was she needs something with as little fragrance as possible.
Okay. All right. So I found this one here is the Perfectly Purifying with Dead Sea Minerals. Okay, body butter.
Right.
Okay, right here it tells you about the description.
Okay.
Right here is the ingredient.
Okay.
So it tells you it's got water, it's got mineral oil, it's got canola oil, whatever this other stuff is, it's got shea butter in it, it's got glycerin in it.
Oh, got a lot of stuff in it.
It's got a lot of stuff
comes down, it's okay. I'm gonna let her see that because she likes to know ingredients. So I'm just gonna teach her how to go here and pull it up and see her ingredients. So that's on the page your customer goes to, and you clicked under shop categories, or
let me show you what I did. I clicked right here, shop categories.
Okay.
Oh, shop categories.
Then you just move down here to find whatever category you're looking for.
Okay.
And that's on your Avon page?
Yes, this is on my personal website.
Right.
Oh, okay. Shop categories. That's on here. Okay.
It's on your website as well. All you have to do is click right there to shop category.
Right.
So the next thing I did was just went right here in the search tool bar right here. And I typed in Planet Spa. Okay, E. Bates, I don't want to buy nothing right now. Every time, thing always popping up. Okay, Planet Spa African Shea Butter. Let's see what comes up here. So once you get there and you go to the category, it'll take you there, but you can also search for it right there in that search by typing it in that search bar right there as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Daddy.
So
That's
here's the one with the shea butter. So let me give it a minute. Okay. So this one's got a lot of reviews. It's got 44 reviews and it's got a 4.9. So it must be a pretty good product.
Okay.
Okay. So when you go here, you'll see the description of what the product does right here.
Okay.
You click right here for ingredients. And you have to click right here to view more. So it tells you everything. It's pretty much got the same thing the other one had.
Right, right.
The only difference is one had the Dead Sea minerals in it, and this one's got the African shea butter. But I think somebody forgot to put shea butter on here because I don't see shea butter on here.
I see it, but it's next.
Oh, yeah, I see it right here, shea butter.
That's what that word is, I guess.
I ain't never heard that word.
What's it called?
This particular item here is called Planet Spa. Blissfully Nourishing African Shea Butter Body Butter.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that's how you find the ingredients. And that's also, and right here, this is another tip for you. Go right here to read the reviews on the product that you're choosing. Okay. Right. And when you go through here and you read some of these reviews here, you can pick up some of these words, some of the information that these customers are saying in your ad copy that you're going to use to promote that product.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it says customers who use, you can say something like customers who use this product says it feels smooth and it goes on smooth and it lasts a long time. Okay. Right here, it says, I like to use this product, especially during the colder, drier times of the year. It moisturizes well, it's not greasy, and it absorbs quickly. Okay. So just kind of go through the reviews and read some of the reviews to use some of those testimonials to use as your ad copy.
Oh, she said it smells like a warm sugar cookie.
Which one said that?
Deidre, I went right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she does. Yeah, I adore this cream. Wish it came in a bigger size. Smells like a warm sugar cookie. So there you go. So you got some of your pros right here. It absorbs quickly. It goes on smoothly. It lasts long. It moisturizes well and is not greasy. Right. So those are some tips that you want to use in your ad copy when you're promoting online.
Okay. I just learned something really helpful here.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for Q&A now. Does anybody have any questions before we close the call out tonight? Let me go back to my screen here. So I'm opening up to questions. Anybody have any questions tonight?
I have one more.
Go ahead.
I was under the impression if you put a person's order in, you can print them out a receipt. And the only thing when I printed something, it had everything the person ordered, but it didn't have a total or anything.
That means that you don't have it configured. You've got to configure it.
Can you show me how to do that real quick?
Let me see. Let me see if I can log in real quick. I actually did a video on this, but I have to go back in are you subscribed to my YouTube channel?
I've been on there. I don't think I subscribed, but I've seen I'll put your name in and things come up.
Okay. So you need to subscribe to my channel so that you can, only reason why I want to do it is because I don't want to put my account number out here.
Right. Okay.
Because I would have to go back and do it. But I'll find the video. If you would reach out to me, send me an email. Send me an email at SELL SELL AVON WIT me@gmail.com.
Okay.
And just say, Felita, please send me the video on how to personalize my web office, and it'll show you how to do that so that you can make sure that you're charging the correct sales tax, and it prints out with the sales tax and the order processing fee that you need. Okay?
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
All right. Any other questions? Deborah, how long you been with Avon?
Since January.
Okay, cool. All right, who's your upline?
Allison.
Awesome.
Well,
So you're on my team. Awesome.
I joined under Mia Bugs, and she slid me up to Allison.
Gotcha. Well, we're excited to have you, Miss Deborah.
Well, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Okay,
great. What
great.
surprised me, I was in line at church, like you were saying, talk to people at church,
Mm-hmm.
and it surprises me how many people will say, I have not seen an Avon book in ages.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow. So that just tells me the market is wide open.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
it's either, I think at one time it was so many representatives out there that I know in my personal area, everywhere you went, there was an Avon book. There was an Avon rep everywhere. But for the last couple of times that I went out marketing, I didn't see any type of literature or anything out there. So apparently people are not promoting as much as they used to, because at one time people were really, really actively promoting, but you don't see a lot of that now. So it's a wide open market. And it also depends on your perspective as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if your perspective is it's too many reps out there,
oh yeah,
not gonna get no sales, so shall it be.
Right.
But if your mentality is and your thought process is, I don't care how many reps out there, I'm gonna get what's for me, because what God has for me, it is for me. That's my perspective and the way I see things.
That is the truth. That is the truth. It really is.
Okay. All right, ladies. So here's your call to action. So set your goals now and write them down. Okay. Many times if you don't write them down, it'll fly over your head and you'll totally forget about it. Okay. Once you write them down, you want to make a personal declaration of what you plan to accomplish, and do this every single week. Take some time to do your planning every single week on how you're going to promote and market your business. Write it down with pen and paper and declare it. Open up your mouth and say, for the week of March, week of March the 4th through March the 10th, I will, I will sell X amount of dollars worth of products. You'll be amazed that just by making a declaration, how the universe just moves on your behalf and conspires on your behalf to move all of the people and the events in alignment to help you reach your goals. And also post your goals in your work area. Put them up. Put them up on your mirror. So when you wake up in the morning, first thing you see is your goals. Put it in your work area. Write it down in your work area. Everywhere you go, put it on your refrigerator. If you always in the refrigerator, always in the kitchen all the time, make sure it's on the refrigerator. Your kids put stuff there, so put your goals there. Okay? You got to keep it before you, because if it's constantly before you, you won't forget what your goals are.
Sure.
Okay, because otherwise we can just say we're going to do something, and if nobody's holding you accountable to what you said you were going to do, you totally end up sabotaging your own success.
True.
Because you didn't hold yourself accountable. Okay, so post your goals in your work area and take action. Start your marketing campaign immediately, and you will be amazed at what happens. Okay, so ladies, I want to thank y'all so much for joining me on the call tonight. It's 8:57 and we are before 9 o'clock. Hot diggity dog.
Well,
So I
thank
want
you.
to thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Did anybody else have any other questions before I close the call out? Okay. Well, again, thank you, ladies, for your time tonight. You could have been doing a lot of other things tonight, but you decided to join me on this call. And for that, I am truly appreciative. So until next week, be sure to join me, same place, same time on next week for our next training call on next Thursday. Y'all have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. And until the next time, take care, take charge, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.
All right, bye.
Good night.
Bye.